नमस्कार. इन गोवाच्या विशेष कार्यक्रमात आपलं पुन्हा एकदा स्वागत. धनंजय जोग सर, कंझ्युमर कोर्टचे रिटायर्ड जज आज आपल्याबरोबर आहेत. आज ते आम्हाला कोणती केस सांगणार आहेत आणि या केसमध्ये जोग सरांनी कशा पद्धतीनं पीडितांना न्याय मिळवून दिलं त्यावर आपण चर्चा करणार आहोत. जोग सर, धन्यवाद पुन्हा एकदा. आणि आज कोणती केस तुम्ही आम्हाला सांगणार आहात?
पीडित म्हटलात तुम्ही, म्हणून मी एक फरारी बिल्डर आणि त्यांनी पीडित केलेल्या 40 व्यक्ती, किंवा इफ आय कुड से इट इन इंग्लिश, Absconding builder and his 40 victims. That is what I would like to call the case today.
40 when you said 40 victims,
Yes.
When we were small, we read a story, Alibaba and 40 Chor. Is it similar to?
The name sounds similar. The initials AB,
Yes.
Absconding builder, is the same as Alibaba. But sadly, over a period of time, Alibaba, if I remember, was an innocent, nice
Yes.
person, and the 40 were thieves. Over a period of time, the roles have reversed. The builder is absconding and these 40 are innocents.
Okay. So what was the case exact?
Yes.
How come at a time 40 victims were there?
Yes. As many builders do, this particular builder advertised his project of building a few buildings and hence a few flats in Madgaon. So reasonable priced, not very large, 2 bedrooms, 1 bedroom, up to that size. So many middle class people, they saw that advertisement, they came to the office, they looked at the brochures, they even went to the site and saw that some work has started. So 40 people booked their flats with this builder. The construction continued, so they were relatively happy. And at each stage, they kept on paying more and more. So at a certain stage, people had paid 60, 80, 90%. Rarely somebody has paid even 100%. At that stage, the builder stopped the work. He stopped construction. So people naturally came to him repeatedly and inquired what's happening. So he gave excuses as there is shortage of cement, steel, sand, etc. So a few months he could pull on by giving such excuses. But after that also, even if these so-called shortages were resolved, construction did not resume. Hence these 40 people got together and came to the consumer court. After waiting a lot of time, they came to the consumer court and saying this gentleman is not completing our flats, not giving us completed flats.
Okay. So I would like to know how this particular case comes under consumers' right, because the victims are dealing with the property.
Correct.
Who are the consumers? What service was provided? How
Yes.
will you explain this?
Yes, that's a very good question also. Normally landed property, if one is dealing in land, etc., then that does not come under consumer. But an exception has been made specifically in the Act, in the Consumer Act, that housing is an exception.
Okay.
Because everybody wants a house, middle class, lower class, even the rich. Everybody needs to purchase a house. So housing is an exception wherein it is allowed to be filed under the consumer. If a person has paid for his house, partly or fully, and he is not getting the house, then he is a consumer.
Okay, so that is how the case
Came to the consumer court.
Consumer. How these people got to know that it is a cheating, or
See, at that stage, they did not look at it as cheating, probably. They simply said, 2-3 years have passed, we have paid, but last 2-3 years, construction seems to have stopped totally. So they were all worried, they all wanted to get their houses as quickly as possible. Because many of them had taken loans. The installments had started, but they are not having possession of the house. So they are still staying in rented house, paying rent also, paying housing loan also, installments, but no house in hand.
Okay.
So they were desperate.
तर एक अशी केस, जसं आम्ही सुरुवातीलाच म्हटलं होतं की कंझ्युमर्स राईट म्हणजे काय, ग्राहक हक्क, ह्या गोष्टी कोणकोणत्या कॅटेगरीमध्ये पडतात, तर त्यातली ही एक कॅटेगरी आहे जिकडे आम्हाला आज लक्षात आलं की हाऊसिंगमध्ये सुद्धा जर फसवणूक होत असेल तर ग्राहक मंचाकडे जाऊन न्याय मिळू शकतो, असं सरांनी नुकतंच आम्हाला सांगितलेलं आहे. नेमकं या केसमध्ये अजून काय घडलं, कशा पद्धतीनं कंझ्युमर कोर्टनं ह्या केसचा पाठपुरावा केला, हे आपण जाणून घेणार आहोत. मात्र अल्पशा विश्रांतीनंतर कुठेही जाऊ नका, पाहत रहा इन गोवा 24 तास.